Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. I'm diving once more into these striking prophecies from the Prophetic Almanac, spanning late January through mid-February 2026, possibly stretching as far as the 21st. Even though these entries were originally dated to midsummer, they carry an uncanny, almost chilling resonance with the turbulent winter realities we're living through right now. As always, I'll read each prophecy slowly and clearly, then share a focused reflection on its most compelling tie to our present world, zeroing in on one primary domain for each. Let's begin this journey together. First prophecy, the skybound messenger. Man will conquer distance with the speed of sound. The first jet-propelled mail will streak across the sky, reaching the leader of a great nation in less than an hour, signaling a future where letters travel as fast as lightning. This vivid image points squarely to breakthroughs in science and technology. We're seeing the relentless push toward hypersonic flight and ultra-rapid global logistics. China's ambitious programs stand out here. Companies are developing prototypes like the Yongxing series, targeting Mach 4 speeds that could shrink trans-Pacific journeys to just a few hours, with major demonstration flights potentially happening in 2026. On the other side, the United States continues to revive its own supersonic ambitions through projects like Boom Supersonics Overture, aiming to restore American leadership in high-speed air travel. Whether it's a symbolic message delivered to Beijing or Washington in under an hour, this prophecy captures the high-stakes race among world powers to literally shrink the planet and conquer distance itself. Second prophecy. A massive tectonic upheaval is foretold in the North Pacific region. This dark seismic warning aligns most directly with major disasters. The volatile ring of fire has already shown increased unrest. Just yesterday, January 2026, a magnitude 6.1 earthquake struck the North Pacific near Japan's Volcano Islands, roughly 230 kilometers southeast of Iwo Jima at a shallow to moderate depth. It was widely felt, but caused no major reported damage or tsunami. This came amid a broader cluster of tremors, including a 4.5 in Alaska's Denali area the same day and several M5+ events scattered across the Pacific earlier this month. Seismologists emphasize that while we can't predict the exact big one, the ongoing plate subduction means the risk remains high. In the coming days or weeks, we could witness another strong quake, or even a cascading sequence that shakes coastlines from Japan through the Urals to Alaska, leaving structures toppled and communities reeling. Third prophecy, a shadow on the field. Tragedy will strike the world of sport. A vehicle of transit will fail on a steep pass, claiming the lives of young men whose bats and gloves will lie silent. A cloud of mourning will settle over the emerald fields of the Northwest. This heartbreaking vision ties directly to major disasters and finds its clearest echo in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, running from February 7 to March 8, 2026, co-hosted by India and Sri Lanka. The prophecy's specific symbols: young athletes lost in a transport failure on a steep mountain road, their cricket bats and gloves left behind in silence, grief blanketing the lush green pitches, fit cricket perfectly. Emerald fields unmistakably describe the sport's vibrant playing surfaces, with teams traveling between venues across potentially rugged, hilly terrain in the subcontinent. A tragic accident could cast a deep shadow over the entire tournament, turning celebration into worldwide mourning. In contrast, the concurrent Winter Olympics in Milan Cortina don't carry bats, gloves, or emerald fields, making the T20 connection far more precise and poignant. Fourth prophecy, the foundation of rebuilding. A great treasury will open its doors to the world. A global bank will begin its official mission to pour wealth into the ruins of Europe, attempting to buy back the stability that the war had stolen. The core theme here is finance. This mirrors the massive international aid flowing toward Ukraine's devastated infrastructure amid the still active conflict. Now on day 1428, as of January 22, 2026. Recent commitments include an $8.1 billion IMF extended fund facility lined up for 2026-2029, alongside the EU's €90 billion loan package for the same period. Since 2022, over $88 billion has been mobilized through various channels like the World Bank's Ukraine relief, recovery, and reconstruction effort. While these funds currently focus on budget support and emergency stabilization rather than full post-war rebuilding, any major shift toward reconstruction could hint at de-escalation. If ongoing peace discussions, including those referenced at Davos, finally bear fruit. Fifth prophecy, the whispers of a new genre. In the darkened theaters of America, a new kind of hard-boiled storytelling, forged by artificial intelligence, will find its footing. AI movies and synthetic characters will rise, born from generative algorithms rather than human hands alone. This prophecy speaks powerfully to the science and technology transformation sweeping cinema in 2026. We're crossing from experimental AI shorts into full theatrical releases. Notable projects include the OpenAI-supported animated feature Critters, produced in just 9 months at a fraction of traditional costs, and The Sweet Idleness, directed by the AI agent Felon AI with dreamlike dystopian visuals. Advanced tools from Runway, Sora, and similar platforms now generate coherent long-form video, complete with synthetic actors displaying realistic facial expressions, motion, voice, and even nuanced emotion, all from simple text prompts. The hard-boiled reference suggests gritty, morally complex noir stories that suit AI's shadowy aesthetic perfectly. In darkened theaters, the line between human creator and machine creation is blurring fast, forcing us to ask profound questions about authenticity, artistry, and the very essence of storytelling. Sixth prophecy, the rhythms of romance. A specific melody will begin its ascent to the top of the musical charts. The voices of a song that will become the anthem for a generation searching for their way home. This gentle cultural signal connects most closely to conflicts. It reflects how music becomes a lifeline for displaced communities, especially Venezuela's diaspora of over 8 million people who fled years of crisis under Maduro. Following his capture in early January 2026, new tracks from Venezuelan artists and exiles are surging, blending relief, nostalgia, and cautious hope for a restored homeland. These songs serve as emotional anthems of return amid forced migrations and political upheaval, showing how art can both mirror and soften the pain of conflict. Seventh prophecy, the gathering of sovereignty. A new assembly will meet in the East. Forces of independence will tighten their grip on a country as their political party moves one step closer to ending centuries of foreign rule. This speaks to conflicts and echoes the high-stakes autonomy negotiations in northeastern Syria. After Bashar al-Assad's fall in late 2024, the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces have engaged in fragile ceasefire talks and integration discussions with the new transitional government in Damascus. These meetings represent a critical pivot, potentially securing some form of self-governance or risking renewed ethnic tensions if they collapse. The tightening grip feels literal in this landscape of territorial handovers and uneasy compromises. Eighth prophecy, the Black Sabbath. The Holy Land will be engulfed in a storm of steel and iron. In an operation where thousands of soldiers will descend upon the settlements, arresting the leaders of a rising nation and seizing hidden secrets from beneath the desert sand. This intense military imagery ties directly to conflicts in Gaza. As of January 22, 2026, Israeli forces control more than half the territory, with frequent escalations despite fragile ceasefires. Recent actions include airstrikes, ground incursions, tunnel network demolitions uncovering hidden assets, and arrests of militant figures, vividly matching the prophecy's description of soldiers descending, detaining leaders, and extracting secrets from beneath the sand. Ninth prophecy, the vanishing sun. The sky will go dark for a moment as the moon obscures the sun in the southern realms. This solar eclipse will be seen by few, but it serves as a celestial omen for the fire that is about to be unleashed by man. This celestial event aligns with major disasters, specifically the annular solar eclipse of February 17, 2026. Its Ring of Fire path crosses mostly remote Antarctica, with only partial visibility in far southwestern Africa and southern Patagonia. Seen by very few due to its isolated track, this brief darkness could serve as an ominous prelude to human-caused catastrophe amid rising global flashpoints. 10th prophecy, the fire from the heavens. The world will witness a second sun. This apocalyptic phrase connects to conflicts through the expiration of New START on February 5, 2026, which could unleash a new nuclear arms race, especially after signals from the U.S. administration that it may simply let the treaty lapse. Alternatively, in a science and technology lens, it could foreshadow another powerful X-class solar flare during solar cycle 25's active phase, risking massive geomagnetic storms, satellite failures, and widespread blackouts. 11th prophecy, the economic divorce. In America, the price control laws will be struck down by a leader's veto. A period of financial chaos is predicted. The cost of bread and milk will soar as the government loses its grip on the market. This deregulation scenario speaks to finance in the current U.S. landscape under President Trump. Aggressive tariff policies have pushed the average effective rate to 5%, the highest in nearly a century, driving up grocery costs significantly. Beef up 16%, coffee 20%, and overall food inflation hitting record levels, even as official CPI sits at 2.7%. This volatility continues to pressure everyday essentials like bread and milk. 12th prophecy, the King of the Orient. A tale of East meeting West. President Donald Trump, Russian President Vladimir Putin, and China's President Xi Jinping will dominate the world news. It will offer a vision of a world trying to understand itself, as ancient traditions of the East clash with the modern ways of the West. This East-West tension relates squarely to conflicts, reflecting escalating frictions among the U.S., China, and Russia. Renewed Taiwan arms sales, Arctic territorial disputes, South China Sea proxy issues, and broader multipolar realignments driven by deal-making diplomacy. 13th prophecy, the birth of a republic. A great nation will finally walk free from the shadow of its protector. On this day of independence, a new flag will rise, ending decades of governance by another prominent country. This prophecy ties to conflicts and Venezuela's unfolding situation after Nicolás Maduro's capture on January 3, 2026. With the U.S. now overseeing a transitional phase, debates rage over true sovereignty versus continued external influence as the country navigates its path out from under authoritarian shadows. 14th prophecy, the fashion of the future. Fashion designers will be predicted to face explosions in bankruptcy and change the face of the shoreline forever. This dramatic shift connects to finance amid severe luxury and retail sector distress. A prime example is Saks Global's Chapter 11 bankruptcy, filing on January 13, 2026, burdened by $5 billion in debt from recent acquisitions and weakened demand. The fallout ripples to major houses like Chanel and Kering, signaling a broader industry reckoning fueled by tariffs, inflation, and changing consumer behavior. 15th prophecy, the storms of the air. The airwaves will crackle with interference. Observers of the sun will note a violent flare, predicting a week where the world's wireless communications will fail and the lights in the north will dance with terrifying intensity. This atmospheric warning relates to science and technology, directly paralleling the powerful X-32 solar flare and S4 radiation storm of January 2026, which caused global radio blackouts and stunning auroras. As solar cycle 25 remains elevated, similar strong flares in February could trigger prolonged disruptions. Satellite issues, aviation reroutes, power grid stress, and vivid northern lights visible unusually far south, highlighting our deep vulnerability to solar events. And that concludes our exploration of these 15 prophecies. They continue to serve as haunting, reflective mirrors to the chaotic and transformative moment we inhabit. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay aware, stay grounded.